Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers. Alex catches Theresa with Brady. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Alex walks in on Theresa and Brady's passion. Open relationship reality hits hard. Recap. Lucas bear spray stops Goldman. Harris chases new suspect. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers reveal that Alex Kyriakis can't believe his eyes when he sees his girlfriend, Theresa Donovan, in an intimate moment with her ex and baby daddy Brady Black. Of course he's one to talk. After all, the CEO of Titan has been hopping into bed with Kristen DiMera every chance he gets. Elsewhere in Salem, Melinda Trask gets busted. Further, the newly rehired DA makes Police Commissioner Rafe Hernandez furious. Finally, Lucas Scorton and Ava Vitale try to strike a deal with the runaway cop, Officer Goldman. Will she rat out Clyde Weston's Montana whereabouts, or will she stand by her man during the standoff? Plus, Harris Michaels stops his girlfriend from killing someone during the week of June 3 to 7, 2024, on the NBC Peacock exclusive. Here's what we know so far. Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers. Brady Black and Theresa Donovan caught together by Alex Kyriakis. Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers point to Theresa Donovan and Brady Black being spotted in an intimate moment by Alex Kyriakis. But how can Alex be mad? As a matter of fact, he's been sleeping with Kristen DiMera while pursuing Theresa. Kristen and Titan's CEO made a deal to make Brady and Theresa jealous and fall back into their ex's arms again. However, while Ms. Donovan did feel stunned by Alex's new relationship, Brady Black knew that Kristen was up to no good. She's been chasing him for years, but her criminal tendencies pushed him away. All he wants is to be a part of their daughter Rachel's life on Days of Our Lives. When Theresa fell off the wagon on Days of Our Lives, she did kiss Brady, and he didn't argue about it. He knew she was high as a kite. But her drug-fueled smooch made Alex upset, which was a deciding factor in their breakup. However, the two made up over time, and they are now living in the Kyriakis mansion together. Next week, Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers reveal that Theresa Donovan and Brady Black share a moment together. But just how far does she take things with Brady? Does she give Alex a taste of his own medicine after she learns he is still literally in bed with Brady's ex? Will Alex Kyriakis finally give up Kristen? He thinks that Theresa is just after his money. And while she does care about him, he's not wrong. Stay tuned to the Peacock Sensor to see if a sticky situation gets stickier. Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers. Melinda Trask busted. Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers see Melinda Trask on the hot seat. Further, Police Commissioner Rafe Hernandez is hopping mad. Does she try to interfere with the investigation into Sloan Peterson's baby stealing? Melinda knows if Sloan goes down, she'll go down with her. The Legal Eagles were in cahoots for taking Jude away from Nicole Walker. Days of Our Lives fans want justice for Nicole and Eric Brady. After Sloan told him most of the truth, he had to give his son to his ex-wife and E.J. DiMera. He still has no idea that he fathered little Jude during a drug-tainted biscuit romp in the sack last year. And E.J. knows the baby is not his own biological son. Next week on Days of Our Lives, Eric convinces Sloan to stay put for now. But viewers know she'll try to run again the first chance she gets. Will Melinda Trask help her escape prosecution as the newly rehired DA? Watch the beloved soap next week as the baby swap drama continues. Days early weekly spoilers. Lucas and Ava confront Goldman. Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers report that Lucas Scorton and Ava Vitale run into Officer Goldman in Montana. The pair and Detective Harris Michaels track down the dirty cop and her killer boyfriend, Clyde Weston, in the Big Sky State. Can Lucas and Ava convince Goldman to lead them to Clyde's mountain town hideout? She may choose to protect her lover. Further, Days of Our Lives early weekly spoilers point to Harris preventing Ava from killing someone. Does the mob princess try to shoot the crooked cop or Clyde Weston? Be on the lookout for the Montana showdown next week on Days of Our Lives. Will Lucas, Harris, and Ava return to Salem allied with Clyde and Goldman? Meanwhile, Melinda Trask could lose her DI job again if her bavinapping involvement is exposed. Will she and Sloan Peterson share a cell at Statesville? Finally, keep watching to see Alex Kyriakis catch Theresa Donovan and Brady Black together. It will be one wild ride on the Peacock Sensor the week of June 3 to 7, 2024. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Alex walks in on Theresa and Brady's passion. Open relationship reality hits hard. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Alex Kyriakis is coming dangerously close to reverting to his former Playboy lifestyle. Instead of settling down with one woman, Alex is enjoying his regular romps with Kristen DiMera while stringing Theresa Donovan along. Of course, Theresa isn't blameless since she's making Alex feel like she's all about his money. It's clear that Alex's new fortune has changed his life, but he seems insecure about Theresa's feelings now that she's enjoying his bank account so much. Nevertheless, Theresa was hurt when Alex confessed he was still seeing Kristen and didn't like hearing that he wasn't looking for a big commitment. Two can play that game, so Theresa countered that she didn't have to adhere to any commitment rules either and got Alex to agree this was an open relationship. Based on the expression Alex was sporting at the end of the May 30 episode, he didn't like the sound of that. The more Alex thinks about this arrangement, the more uncomfortable he may become. During the week of June 3 to 7, both Kristen and Alex will pump the brakes. As much as they've liked hitting the sheets, Alex and Kristen will be on the same page about ending their fling. Kristen's heart will always want Brady Black, so she may realize she could push him even further away if this keeps up. Likewise, Alex cares about Theresa on a deeper level than Kristen and should come to realize that soon enough. Days spoilers say Theresa won't be privy to Alex's epiphany and will retaliate over the whole open relationship thing by throwing herself at Brady. It may start out as an act of revenge, but it'll quickly morph into two exes surrendering to what's been building for a while now. Days of Our Lives fans can't forget that when Theresa first returned to Salem, she immediately pitched a reunion to Brady and got rejected. If Brady had just taken Theresa back, then she probably never would have schemed with Konstantin Meleonis on the will forgery. It's true that Theresa has legitimately come to care about Alex, but she still longs for Brady and has reconnected with him over Tate Black in recent months. Days spoilers say Brady and Theresa will both be feeling the heat, so they'll share a pretty intense moment that Alex ultimately walks in on. It may not be a moment of full-blown lovemaking, but Theresa and Brady's passion for each other should be evident when Alex appears. Our Days predictions hint that Alex will have a lot of emotions to process once he finds Brady and Theresa in this compromising situation. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Theresa and Alex will no doubt fight over their future, so we'll bring you updates on all the relationship news ahead. Days of Our Lives Thursday, May 30 recap Lucas, bear spray stops Goldman. Harris chases new suspect. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Thursday, May 30 reveals that Theresa Donovan was the only client in the bistro, so she teased Stephen DiMera about that as he made defenses. Since Theresa had been on the quest for a job and Stephen demanded a new director, he wondered if she'd be interested. Theresa admitted she would have been over until lately, but now she was back together with rich Alex Kyriakis and didn't really need to work. Meanwhile, Alex canoodled in bed with Kristen DiMera, who wondered if he came straight from Theresa's bed this morning. When Alex asked if that would bother Kristen, she said perhaps, however she didn't really feel to mean it grounded on her sly smile. Alex handed over an precious cuff to make up for it before realizing he was late for an appointment. Once Alex made it to Marlena Evans' office, he apologized for his late appearance and for canceling their sessions the last many times. Alex wound up admitting that although he was sort of back together with Theresa and had moved her into the Kyriakis manse, he was also still seeing Kristen. Marlena suggested Theresa might be awaiting a certain position of commitment grounded on living together and allowed Alex demanded to get honest so they could make sure they were on the same runner. Coming on Thursday's Days occasion, Alex came clean to Theresa about his uninterrupted involvement with Kristen and made it clear that he was not looking to make any big commitment right now. Alex wanted to clarify effects since they'd had that whole engagement ring debacle ahead. Theresa was taken suddenly and easily unhappy, but she played it like they were just having fun and verified it was an open relationship before strutting off. Back at the DiMera manse on Thursday's Days of Our Lives show, E.J. DiMera talked to the baby while he was sleeping and claimed he'd need a new name since Jude DiMera didn't work for him. Kristen came on and learned E.J.'s son with Nicole DiMera was alive after all, at least grounded on his side of the story. Once Kristen heard about Sloan Peterson, Brady's bogus relinquishment scheme, she seriously misdoubted Sloan could pull each that out alone. Kristen also suggested that since Sloan was gone without a trace and Clyde Weston was on the run, maybe EJ was losing his touch on chancing adversaries. At the Montana Motel on Thursday's Days occasion, Ava Vitale woke up startled by Lucas Corton in the hut right next to her. Harris Michaels was formerly over and on his laptop since there was some big Clyde news passing. After Harris explained that the black book had been decrypted, He added that 3 medicine dealer names were original. Harris was induced one of them would lead to Clyde, but he refused to let Ava and Lucas come on his hunt. Once Harris ended up in an alley nearly, he set up one of the medicine dealers named Snake and ultimately flashed his emblem. Snake shoved him and bolted, so Harris chased after him. Back with Ava on Thursday's day's occasion, she prevaricated to Lucas about Harris wanting them to follow up on a lead regarding Rebecca Goldman's post-office delivery. Ava forced Lucas to wear his mask from the friary while she wore a shepherd chapeau and quizzed people outside. After Goldman physically banged into Lucas, she tried to reach for her armband. Lucas ended up scattering Goldman with some bear spray, so subdued Goldman's eyes were swollen and looking rough when Ava came back. Ava made a vaticination that Goldman would lead them to Clyde, so Lucas helped Ava lead the capture to bet her down. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Goldman will face plenitude of questions about Clyde in the coming occurrences, so stay tuned or updates on whether she'll crack. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button.